Man, I better not be in no paperwork or nothing, dog. Y'all can help my mama with money.
But apparently she's caught the attention of every gang in Jacksonville, and I'm pretty sure she's the one who might have dimed you out. So, you may be asking yourself as to why we pulled you out of the jail. Is that a fair question?
You had a pastor come talk to you this morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess from whatever transpired in y'all's conversation, he conveyed to us that you wanted to speak to us about some stuff.
No, I want to talk to him. That's all.
About the pastor?
The pastor comfortable talking to.
Okay. Well, I work on a first-hand basis with him.
He's the one who called us.
Yeah, so he got in touch with us and told us, hey, I went this morning. He was kind of receptive to what we were saying. I think he wants to talk to y'all. And so we
How
figured out
y'all
to do
gonna
it.
help me?
Huh?
If I let y'all know anything, how y'all gonna help me? Let me know.
Well, that's what we're here to talk to you about.
Let me know then, from y'all end.
I have no idea what we're here for.
But you working with us is one of the things that you've got to do for the pastor to be able to do what he wants to do. I mean, it's a two-way street. If you don't work with us, then the pastor ain't gonna, there's nothing he can do. He can't take this information. It doesn't work that way. He's not a certified law enforcement.
Man, I better not be in no paperwork or nothing, dog.
What was it that he said that piqued your interest that he can help you? What was it that he was offering?
I don't know. He can get me out of jail, I guess. Have me safe.
Well, and that can still happen.
You don't feel safe in jail?
No.
Do you feel safe on the street?
No.
Where would you feel safe at?
Out of town.
Out of town? Well, dude, we already know folks are gunning for you. Hell, this is the second case I've had where you got shot. How nobody else in that car got shot, I will never know. I'll give you a piece of information because you know that we can track shell casings, right? The shell casing that the gun that shot at you, it was probably used by the same guy to shoot at a 45th Street member 3 months ago. So it's the same guy. So apparently that would point to someone who's out east. And that's probably who was shooting at you a few months ago over off of Atlantic Boulevard, would be my guess. Because they were the ones who killed your brother. And we can play this we can play this game, we can dance all day, and nothing gets done. And you do your thing, and you get out of jail, and you'll be right back on the street, and they're going to be shooting right back at you. We would rather...
Y'all can help my mama with money? Huh?
I can't. Now, get the pastor. He has a lot of resources that we don't have. And when I say we, I mean Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Because we have budget through the state, but the pastor has budgets through churches and other organizations. So yes, my guess would be, and I'm not going to speak for him, okay? I'm going to tell you something that's not true.
How soon do you think I can get out of Jacksonville?
I do not know. Honestly, that's not up to us. It's not even up to the pastor. A judge has to get involved, okay? Because the judge is the reason you had the warrants. You, I guess, cut off an ankle monitor and so on, and they take a dim view of that. But has a lot of pull. He has a lot of pull. He is a man that regularly works with the sheriff, the state attorney, and all those folks. So yes, he has a lot of pull. How fast? I don't want to tell you a time, and then it'd be wrong, and you'd be mad. I'm not gonna blow smoke up your ass. Okay, I promise that.
I answer y'all questions as long as I got my mama with me.
Say again. You want to do what now?
If my mom here with me, I'll answer any question.
Here's the deal. You're an adult. Why do you need your mama with you?
Because that's what I need. That ain't fair enough.
Don't know. You're an adult. You bring her into this, she's gonna have to go to court over it. Do you want to put her in court?
I'm gonna have to go to court, right?
You're gonna have to go to court, I'm sure. You want us to put these idiots in jail? Absolutely. But you bring her into this interview room, she's going to have to go to court because she heard everything here, and a defense attorney is going to rip her to shreds.
So I'm gonna have to go to court, right? With everything I said.
And you're gonna be under protection.
I'm not doing that, bro. They gonna know it's me.
Absolutely, and then you're going to leave town, right? You ain't staying in town. I mean, from what you're telling me, right?
You said that they're going to know it's you, but
They already know it's you.
Betty, this is the second time that they've tried to kill you this year. I don't understand what helping us out to figure out who's trying to kill you, how it could get much worse for you. People are already actively trying to kill you.
I'm not going to court.
Well, honestly, that's
so far down the road.
right. We're not even worried about that right now. We got to get these guys off the street. Now, we get these guys off the street, they're not going to put you in the same place that they're going to put them. That is a recipe for disaster. For you, them, and everybody. So yes, that is one way to change your situation, is to put them in jail. Because we know you know who's doing this. You're connected.
I don't know, bro.
You're a smart man.
You got to help yourself, man.
Ain't nothing helping me telling y'all nothing. That's not gonna help me.
Unless we know something, then how do we know? At this point, are you in isolation in the jail?
I don't know what that is.
Are you in a room with somebody? No.
By yourself.
Then you're by yourself. You're in isolation. There's a reason you're in isolation. That's so nobody can get to you. So we're already taking steps to make sure nobody can get to you. We can keep doing that.
I don't want to talk to my mama, bro.
What is it that you have to talk to her about, or do you think you need to talk to her about?
You told me that your parents were the reason you weren't talking to the police. Why in the world would we let you talk to your mama?
That's not, no, I ain't say nothing like that.
That's what, apparently that was the impression he got. By not talking to us is going to get you dead.
When I get out of jail, I'm leaving, so.
You're leaving? You're going to get completely off of social media. You ain't talking to anybody else in Jacksonville ever. Because you know these guys will follow you that way, right? Your best bet is to change your name and to move across the country.
That's not true.
That is true. I
got
do this for a living.
child on the way, man.
What's that? Because you're going to get on social media. They're going to go, hey!
He was out in Tallahassee on Tuesday.
Right.
I mean, it's not that hard, man.
Well, unfortunately, we do this a lot, and it ain't real hard. We got shooters from out of town that come in town because they know through social media where this person has been hanging out. or you inadvertently say something about a concert.
My mom just told me I can't be on social media, so I'm not gonna be on social media no more.
How are you going to promote your music? Aren't you a rapper?
I lost my page. I don't got it no more.
All right. But you're going to start a new one. I mean, come on. You're right?
Yeah.
Hopefully you got another, 60, 70 years to live? You're never going to get on social media and nobody's going to recognize your face. Especially if you get famous as a rapper. Hey, I know that guy.
I got a daughter on the way, bro.
What's that?
We got a kid on the way.
Oh. Is that with the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Is that why you were over there the other night?
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. You're bringing another life into this world. You don't. And if the bad guys know that that's your kid, you think that they aren't going to go gunning for the child or the mama just to piss you off, just to tell you that they can get at you? So if you're going to leave town, you're going to take them with you?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to need money and you're going to need contacts. And that's probably going to have, and probably the pastor probably can help you out with that. But the problem is, that's one of the things the pastor requires, is that you work with us. Because that changes your life forever.
He's got the resources to help you, my man, but it's a two-way street. It's not just, hey, he pulls you out of jail, makes your case go away, helps your family, gives you money, and you just live free and clear the rest of your life. That's not how it works.
There is a price. If anybody wants to call you a snitch for the rest of your life, that's great. Who gives a shit? Because at least you're breathing. And you're in some place else where you don't ever have to hear it. You can make up what your past is. You don't have to tell anybody what you've ever done. You tell them you were a star running back at Rains High School, Reball High School, Terry Parker, whatever. It doesn't matter. You can make your own past.
He can help you get a legitimate job.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't have to do all this selling weed and calling people out on the internet. You don't have to do all that shit. You can just live a normal life, but that starts right now.
I'm not getting in no paperwork.
What paperwork are you referring to, man? You're confusing me.
Snitching on whoever.
I'm not putting you in any paperwork. I mean, you're already in paperwork as a victim.
That's what you are. You're a victim.
That's why we're in here. You're the person who got shot at. Hell, I was surprised you walked out of the hospital. That was a nasty wound. You're lucky you didn't get an infection.
I want to go back into jail.
You want to go back to the jail? You don't want to talk to the guys from homicide? You don't want to tell us what happened on the Buckman the other night? Or who's trying to kill you?
2 cars pulled up. That's all I know.
2 cars pulled up, and what happened?
One on the left started shooting. The other one on the right started shooting.
What the cars look like?
A black truck, Ram truck.
Ram?
On the left, on the driver's side?
A black Ram truck on the right and a white Charger on the left.
How many times do you think they shot at you all?
Over 30.
Did you see anybody in the car shooting at you?
Nah, because one of my eyes went out.
What do you mean when you say your eye went out? Like when you got shot,
I got grazed in my head.
does it stop working temporarily?
Yeah.
It was a bullet from the left that actually got you. It went through the seat and got you in the shoulder. Like I said, how nobody else in that car, as far as I know, got shot. Who were the other two guys that were in that car with you?
Them girls know them. I don't know them.
All right. Do you know their street names? Okay.
I don't know the other part.
Okay, I know you are trying to protect these guys because I know you know them. Because there's people you hang out with, and I know this. I know who both of them actually are.
They're victims too, man. Everybody in that car is a victim. People were trying to kill y'all.
And they're not going to stop because they weren't successful. When they kill you, they will stop trying to shoot at you. That'll be the only time. And if they can't shoot you, they know where your mama lives. Speaking of that, who was the girl that called you as your mama's? Because she set you up, I think.
Huh?
You got a phone call at your mama's. It was a girl. She kept asking them where you are, or something to that effect. According to your mama, this comes from your mom. Who was the girl? Because I think she dimed you out.
She never knew where I stayed at.
Somebody did. Because they were waiting on you. That's the only thing that makes any sense in how they knew exactly where you were. Because you told me you weren't on Facebook Live, you weren't Instagramming or anything like that, right? So you weren't inadvertently putting it out there in the stratosphere. So that somebody was either sitting up on your mama's place waiting for you, and they saw you walk in and were like, ooh, he's here, and then followed y'all out. Because see, there were 3 police cars sitting at the gate station right up the road from y'all. So they knew they couldn't shoot you there. You had 3 cops right there, and they were probably going to get caught because they were going to be heard. So they had to wait until they were far enough away from what they thought was any other cops.
That sound about right.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got up on 295 and FHP was up there working road construction. So they had to wait for the other side of the bridge before they'd start shooting at you. Right?
And as soon as they got past those lights, they opened up. So somebody knows where your mama stays. They're probably set up right there now, waiting for you to come back again. If they worked once, it'll work again. Or somebody you spoke to that night dimed you out. And this girl is a fantastic reason why. In fact, pretty sure I know who she is. I was just hoping you'd tell me.
What's her name?
That's her Instagram name. It's her real name. And the folks that are following her on Instagram, YNR, 45th, out east. In fact, it's a who's who of every gang in Jacksonville is following her.
I don't follow.
I'm not saying you followed her. But apparently she's caught the attention of every gang in Jacksonville. And I'm pretty sure she's the one who might have dimed you out. Unless somebody does know where your mama lives. It's public record, they can find it. But I'm assuming you don't go to your mama's every day. So which means they were sitting there for a while waiting. Which means they are committed. They didn't just happen to pass you on the street going, oh crap, turn around.
You didn't ever share your location with her or nothing like that?
You didn't happen to, I mean, just in passing, going to Mama's or went to Mama's for just food. I mean, it's not a big deal, you know, and most people wouldn't.
I went there, got some food, got in the car.
I know. I believe you.
None of that shit's your fault. What we're getting at is, did you tell anybody else that that's what you were doing other than the people that you were with?
No.
Then somebody was sitting on your mama's house and they know exactly where your mama lives.
Huh?
They know exactly where your mama lives then. If you didn't tell anybody, and unless they are psychic and can read your mind, there's no way, no possible way that they would have just, oh crap, I think that's in. Because you were in the passenger seat, you weren't even driving it. So they wouldn't have seen you, and it's dark. Hell, that was the middle of the night. So they were sitting on your mama's house waiting for you to walk up. And the only reason they probably didn't light you up in that apartment complex is because there were 3 cops just up the road. And they would have heard those gunshots, and they would have probably been balls to the wall to get there. And they knew it. So they know where your mama lives. So again, I'm pretty sure you don't want to bring your mama any farther into this. Is this scary? Yep, it is. Does your life need to change? Yep, it does. Because the path you're going now, they'll reserve your name's spot on that homicide board. It's a big video board out there, and it has every homicide in Jacksonville listed on it. And they'll reserve a spot for your name, because these guys are not going to stop.
You ain't gonna do any good to your baby or your baby's mom if you're not with them.
Do you want another man to raise your child?
No.
No, I know you don't. No man, no real man would. You're going to have to make some hard decisions if you're going to change your life.
I want to talk to my dad, bro. I'm not answering no questions. Let's talk to my parents.
All right. All right. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Let me see what I can do. I don't know. A, I don't know if we can get hold of your dad. B, I don't know if we can get him here today. But I'll see what I can do, okay?
All right.
All right. Hang on with me for a few minutes, okay? I'll be right back.
Dog. I just want to be home, oh, dog. Nothing to know, mama, dog.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm Detective Welch, my sergeant. Sergeant Cayenne. Do you remember me? We went to the hospital. We met up with you when you got shot last. So the reason why I'm here today is because I'm working your brother's case, okay? And I just want to give you an opportunity to help us out with that case. Is that something you want to do today?
I don't know nothing.
No, that's not true.
Y'all not helping me or my family, bro.
Well, we're trying to help your family about your brother's murder. It's time. We're not gonna sit in here and browbeat you or nothing like that. If you don't want to help, let's just say you don't want to help. We would get out of here.
Somebody know where my mama stay. Y'all gonna move my mama? No,
What's
y'all
that?
go get, man, no, bro, I don't got nothing to say.
10-4.
Okay.
Have at it, man. All right, but just tell Dad, please don't call us back. All right.
I couldn't get hold of your dad, but I will. I have his number. He gave me his number when you got shot off of Atlantic, okay? So I'll get hold of him. Tell him to come see you.
I know I'm another detective coming in here talking to you, okay? I'm not talking to you about none of the shit they're talking about. I ain't here to talk about you getting shot. I ain't here to talk about you getting whatever happened at the jail. I ain't here to talk about your brother, all right? I'm here to talk about some other stuff. But because you're sitting here, you're an inmate at the Duval County Jail, I'm gonna read you your rights. You understand that? You understand that?
Yeah, I just want to go back to jail.
Okay.
This probably won't take long then.
You have the following rights in the United States Constitution. You do not have to make a statement or say anything. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you make a statement or to have any questions asked of you, and to have a lawyer with you during any questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, it won't be appointed for you before any questioning. If you wish, if you do answer questions, you have the right to stop answering questions at any time and consult with a lawyer. You understand your rights? Yeah, you had your rights read to you before, I'm assuming, right? Yeah, all right. Do me a favor. Just sign that we went over your rights and you understand them. You ain't admit to nothing. You ain't say nothing. All you're saying is, I will read you your rights and you understand them. I'm just signing that. You sign, he's going to do the same thing. All right. So I'm going to be real with you, all right? Your name came up in a recent investigation that we were working. I'm working, okay? I know you know about the whole and all that shit getting shot at. People are saying that you had something to do with that. Okay? Where was you at on, not last Tuesday, the Tuesday before? Do you remember your day? No? Okay. Do you remember anybody you was with?
Yeah,
Who was you with?
I was at a studio.
You studio? Which studio? Who you was there with? Is that,
Yeah,
yeah? I know, I seen some of his stuff. You did all day?
I left the studio.
You left? When did you leave there?
Like, I got done.
I mean, I don't need like, I left it at like 1:30 in the afternoon, but like,
Ballpark.
morning, the afternoon, nighttime,
Daytime.
daytime, it's still light out?
Yeah,
Okay. Where'd you go from there?
to get something to eat.
Get something to eat? Where'd you go eat at?
I think Checkers or Burger King.
Checkers or Burger King, Chick-fil-A, some kind of fast food?
Yeah, I forgot which one.
Okay.
I ain't have nothing to do with that, bro.
Okay. Who'd you go to Checkers with?
My homeboy,
Who's that?
his name,
What's his street name?
he ain't got no street name.
He ain't got it.
He ain't in the streets.
He ain't in the streets? Okay. So y'all went to Checkers, what'd you do?
Came back to the studio.
Came back to the studio? So, like, when you say you went to get, was that like lunchtime getting something to eat or dinner time trying to get something to eat?
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime? So lunch, you and I'm sorry, what was his name? Again?
They got cameras on the studio, so
Do they? So y'all went to Checkers for lunch. Then you
said
went.
Checkers or Burger King.
Okay, yeah, I'm
don't
sorry.
remember.
You went
fast food.
You went and got fast food for lunch. Burgers, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not trying to lock you in on Checkers or whatever. I ain't trying to bust your balls with that. Went to Checkers and BK. And then you went back to the studio. How long was you at the studio for? If you had to guess, like was you there all night? Did you leave?
When I first got done, I was there for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I guess.
Was that before or after you went to Checkers?
That would be That was before. Like this when I first pulled up.
So you pull up, you were there for like a half hour, and then or went to go get burgers.
Yeah, I was chilling. I had my mom's car.
Okay.
I was just chilling.
What's your mom's car?
Well, Con.
Yeah. That's your mama's car. So you were rolling around in mama's car. Did you drive? Like, did you, what I say?
drove.
Like you drove in mama's.
Yeah.
So you're there for 25, 30 minutes. You go get some burgers. You come back to the studio. You lay down some tracks, or what are you doing there?
I was chilling.
Just chilling.
Yeah, I was chilling at first. I forgot why I left. Oh yeah. I left. Yeah, I went to go get something. Yeah, I was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Think I got some weed.
Mm-hmm.
I came back. No, my homeboys like started arguing with me. They was like, they were just yelling and shit.
Who that is?
My brother. You know, he started yelling at me. He was like, get from around here. Get from around here. I ain't know what was going on. I just pulled back up.
Uh-huh.
He was like, get from around. And he was just mad for something. I don't know why.
He's mad at you or just mad in general?
In general. He was
Okay.
trying to fight me.
He's trying to fight you.
Yeah. It was just so much going on. I pulled back up.
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, I was trying to talk to one of my brothers. I was like, what's up? You feel me? What I do and shit. And he was like, he just saying stuff and shit. I don't know what. He was yelling and I couldn't really understand. And one of my brothers came to my window. He was just trying to argue with me and shit. And I just drove off.
You just took off?
Yeah.
Was it still light out at that point, or was it dark?
Like,
Light? Where'd you go from there?
I don't remember. I don't remember like that.
Did you go to your mama's place? You go to a girl's place? You go to somebody else, another homeboy's place?
Man, I don't fucking know, dog. Damn.
Okay.
I don't know. All I know is I pulled up to the studio. I was there for like 24 minutes, 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I got hungry and shit. I left. I came back. There was so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ain't want me there. Nobody who I was with there. You feel me? They want me.
They didn't. Or who is he with?
They just wasn't. They was like, get from around, and it's something going on. Get from around and shit like that. And I left.
Did you ask him what was going on? Or you just pieced?
No, cause he was just trying to fight me. You feel me? I wasn't trying to fight, so I just left.
With you?
Yeah.
Take
He
him
was
home?
in the car with me. Yeah.
Where you took him home, or you took him somewhere else?
Think I did. I did take him home.
What side of town he stayed in?
On the south side.
On the south? So then,
I don't know nothing about no shooting, bro.
okay. Did you hear about it though? I'm assuming
Yeah.
after the fact.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Who they saying did it?
I seen it on Instagram and shit.
Who's saying it? What are they saying?
Like, who did it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, shit.
No, what's the people saying?
Like, shit, somebody died, they got shot, and shit.
Yeah.
They be clowning my brother, so I
Yeah, I
clown
know.
their
And
ass.
like I said, I don't feel bad for any of this stuff. Obviously, they're talking about you. They're talking about your people. That's not appropriate. You know. So like I said, I ain't asking you to like go out of your way to help these boys. I know that ain't gonna happen.
What boys?
Go out of your way.
I'm not my homeboys.
I know that you're. I know they're not. That's what I'm
Oh.
saying. I know they. I know they've been clowning on all this stuff. I get it. I ain't asking you to go out your way. I'm just asking you what people are saying. That's all.
You know, they just said, I ain't even go cut it. Like, when somebody died, bro, in Jacksonville, everybody clown.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
It's fucked up.
So, ever since them boys start clowning my brother, I clown their ass back.
Yeah.
I try to not do it, though.
Yeah. It's rough stuff. You think you getting shot had something to do with that?
Do what?
With them getting shot?
No, I never knew. Like, I found out that later that night that they got shot. Like, I never knew. Well, like, once they got shot, they got shot. Like,
Yeah.
I found that on Instagram. I seen it on Instagram. It was like get well, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Who's
Yeah.
saying that?
Like girls and boys, just a lot of people. Like, when somebody gets shot from Jacksonville, it's like everybody know,
Yeah, it's.
and they go on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how I found out.
It was from Instagram.
Yeah.
I gotcha. So that night you dropped. Did you go home then?
Yeah, they dropped my mom off.
Mm-hmm.
Cause sometimes I don't stay there, cause I think people know where my mama stay at.
Right.
So I dropped my mom off, and she take me to my girl house.
Which girl? The
My
your
baby
baby
mother.
mama girl?
Yeah,
Okay. Is that where you've been staying with? You've been laying low with her?
I've been in hotels and stuff.
Hotels down there off in Orange Park or what?
No, not Orange Park, but
Okay. Why do you think you got shot? Do you? Let me ask you this: do you think they was trying to hit you, or was they trying to hit or what?
I don't know, man.
They ain't been talking about that shit.
They just everybody clown everybody. Once I got shot,
Yeah.
they was clowning me.
Who?
Like, everybody on Instagram,
Like everybody,
fake
or like
pages and
yeah.
shit like that.
But I mean, like you ain't done nothing aside from clowning. Like you ain't out there in the streets like making people want to hit you or nothing, right?
No, I ain't never ever.
Like in you sell a little bit of
I
weed.
don't
I don't
know
give a
them.
shit about that. None of that.
I don't know the East Side niggas.
You don't know the
man.
East Side? Okay.
No. Only people I know and shit like that. I don't know them. They start beefing with me because they start hanging around people I don't like.
Right.
I don't know them boys.
Yeah.
They put themselves in the position that made me talk about them because who they hang around.
I got you. So you don't know them. They start clowning on your brother, the people you know, and then you're clowning back on them, and then they clowning back on you because of you. But it's just going back and forth, and you don't even really know each other, right? Is that fair? Is that about right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit, man, that's fucked up. I don't envy you, but I mean, all we can do is try and help. You know what I mean? I know you don't like the police. I get it. I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like you and I are gonna be best friends and we gonna hang out after all this shit. I know that that's not the world we live in. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you that myself. I know this man right here. I worked with him for a long time. He is trying to help, and he does want what's best for you. And what's best for you is putting these cats in jail.
I gotta go to court. I'm not going to court, bro.
But I get what you're saying. I'm listening to you. I'm hearing you. What's your issue with court, if you don't mind me asking? You don't want to look like a snitch?
Yeah.
Okay. How's it snitching if you are the one that got shot? I can see now. Let's say it this way. Let's say you got shot, and then you know who did it, and you go tell on people because you got shot. I can see why that's snitching. I can see why people think that. But you're the one that got the extra hole in your back, right? Right? That can't be fun. It's got to hurt, right? So why is that snitching? And I could be, maybe I just am ignorant to the world. I fully admit that. But tell me why that's snitching. And that's not you looking out for you and you looking out for your baby. Is it different or is it the same?
The same.
It's the same? It don't matter if you the one about to be put in a box? It's still snitching?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's going to happen?
I'm leaving.
Where are you going? In up there?
Cousins and aunties.
Cousins? You don't think them boys
No.
Ace is in Houston right now. You don't think he travels? You don't think them boys that run with him? You don't think that if he says we gonna get him regardless of where he's at? You don't think he got the money?
Well, I guess you don't know where I'm at. I'm good.
I see what you're saying, and I know it, but think about it this way, man. They found you when you was hiding. You don't think that there's people that is willing to take money that not necessarily your friends, not necessarily your kin, but people that know you and that they don't really care about you. You don't think they're willing to take money? No, you don't. You ain't gonna take. You got somebody that you know about that you don't give a shit about. You ain't willing to take money for putting somebody onto them. No, why not?
I'm gonna think about how they people think about it.
Okay.
No.
Well, that's because you're a decent person. But there's a lot of shithead people out here that don't give a fuck about whether or not what they people think. All they think about is that money that there's going to be in their pocket. You got to think about that. Because at the end of the day, somebody has tried to put you in the ground 3 times. All we can do is ask. But, you know, who's not clowning on people? Homeboys that are in jail. They're the ones getting clowned on. Right?
So if I say anything, how is that gonna help me?
How's it gonna help you? I mean, you ain't gonna have to worry about looking over your shoulder.
That's not true.
What?
I tell on one person they got plenty of friends.
Here's the deal, man. I know you don't want to hear it, but I guarantee you, every motherfucker in that jail is a snitch, in one way or another. Everybody snitches on everybody, whether you hear about it or not.
You know who calls people snitches? The guys who do things to other people so you won't tell what actually happened. They're the ones who call everybody a snitch because it gets people not to tell. It's all self-serving.
You all right?
Yeah, you've been picking at that.
I know. I'm just making sure he's good.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying you just stop.
All right. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now. I can't make you any promises. It ain't like on TV. This ain't Law and Order. Okay. I can't promise you that this is what's going to happen to you. Okay. Because I'm not in a position to make that promise. But what I can do is I can tell the state attorney about your cooperation. May be able to get with victim services to look out for your mama, to look out for your baby mama, to look out for your is your baby born yet? No, so look out for your unborn baby. I'm not promising you nothing because that's not what I can do. All I can do is tell you that we're here to help, and we're here to put people that can help in a position to help you. You obviously tried. You sat down and you talked with him for a minute this morning, right? Does he seem like a trustworthy guy? Does he seem like somebody who can make things happen? I mean, you talked to him at what? Probably 10 o'clock this morning? And already you got us here talking to you. So you know that he knows people. You know that he can make things happen. Is that what's important? Right? And I'm asking you honestly a question, okay?
What I can do, I can be honest and tell y'all, bro.
That's all we asking you. I'm not asking you to make nothing up. I ain't asking you to lie. All I'm asking you is tell me what you know.
That's all Pastor was asking.
What do you know?
What I can do, once I get released, I can come back with my mom and my dad, and I can tell y'all what I know.
They're not going to let you be in here with your mom and dad.
You're an adult now. You're not a juvenile.
It was different when you was a juvenile, and you could have your mama in here. But now that you're 18, it doesn't fly like that.
And all that's going to do is suck them in.
What's that?
Well, my mom and my dad can be outside while I come in.
They can be, you're right.
They can be in the building.
But Well, let me ask you this: Why do they got to be outside?
The reason I say that because I feel like I should talk to them.
You should talk to them first.
I don't mind me telling y'all anything. I just want to be out of jail first.
Okay. And again, I can't tell you because I don't know. I don't know what charges you went in on. I don't know nothing about that. Okay. When are you getting out? What are you in on? Do you know?
Yeah.
What?
Resisting arrest
Okay.
and criminal misdemeanor and false information.
What about your warrants?
Violation of probation.
Okay. Have they told you? You talked to a lawyer yet? You had a PD? No. I don't know what those charges are worth. I don't know if you're going to sit here and you be out tomorrow, or you could be here for a year. So, I mean, yeah, you could sit around and you can wait, and you can tell us what you know in a year or 2 years or whenever you decide to come around to it. But what good's that do you?
I just want to be around my family right now, bro.
I know. I get it. I couldn't imagine being in your position right now, sitting in county. I don't envy that at all. But at the end of the day, there's still a shooter out there. Still somebody that's willing to shoot at you, shoot at your boys, shoot at some random girls. Because that wasn't your baby mama in the car driving, right? No, that was just a girl. Not a girlfriend, but a friend of yours that's a girl. And they try to put bullets in people, innocent people. Now, I don't know you, but I can't imagine that sits right with you. You got to die. Clearly, he meant something to you. Clearly, you felt something when he was killed. You ain't a bad guy. You're in a bad situation. You maybe made some bad decisions. I don't think you're a bad guy. But all I can do is say, tell me what you know. Let us do the other work.
Last time I talked to you, we were in a hotel room, a hospital room, and you told Detective Garriga that you were going to talk to him. Within hours, they go back to talk to you, and you've walked out of the hospital against doctor's orders. You've gone to your mama's place. She won't even open the door when they come by. What makes us think you get out of jail, you're not going to beat
I
feet?
did not go to my mama's house.
Well, okay. What makes us think that if you get out of jail, we're going to ever find you to talk to you again?
Solve my brother's case.
You want to solve your brother's case?
Yeah.
You want me to go get Sergeant Cayenne and Detective Welch? Because they're the only ones that can... What's that?
I need to talk to my mom.
You want to talk to your mom about that? Okay, that's fair. And I'm going to take you at your word on that, all right? Because I believe that you want to solve your brother's case. I do. But don't you also want to solve your case? Or do you... Look, let me ask you this. Do you know who shot you? Even if you ain't going to tell me? No? You have an idea? You have a suspicion about who shot you? Even if you ain't going to tell us?
No problem.
Do you know why they shot at you?
No? Okay. If you found out who shot you, even if you wasn't going to tell us, would you handle it yourself on the street?
Got a baby on the way, man.
I know you do. Plenty of people got babies, though, and they make poor decisions.
No.
No? If you found out who shot you, would you tell myself, or you tell Detective Garriga, or you tell Detective Levitt, or somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I'm going to take you at your word on that. Because you seem like somebody who, like I said, is in a bad situation. That phone that you had with you when you were arrested, is that your phone? Or is that like is that a new phone, or is that...
Yeah. Where is that phone?
That phone's in the property.
Why? Like, whoever took my phone, like, why he took my phone from me?
I can't speak on that because I wasn't there.
That phone in y'all property?
Yes.
I can't get my phone?
I can't speak on that because I wasn't there. All right.
I wasn't shot or nothing when
You
they
were
took my
arrested,
phone.
though. We take all property.
I'm saying they ain't put it in my property in jail.
All right, well, you can't get it in jail either.
I'm saying, like,
You
y'all got
can
my phone. It's
as
a
soon as
black
you get
phone.
out of jail, you can go get it.
I don't know. Again,
What kind of phone is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Jalen. That's what I'm telling you.
How
I was not
how
there
you know my phone got took?
because
We were
you were already asking about your phone.
When?
You asked Detective.
Ripley.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I know. Is that the new phone?
Hmm?
Did you have when you got shot? Did you have your phone with you?
Yeah, I had a phone.
And did you lose that phone and
Yeah.
get a new one?
Yeah.
Okay. So the phone that you had when you were arrested, that's a new phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, speaking of, we found the phone at the site where you got shot.
I know.
What did your phone look like?
It had a Louis case on it.
At a what?
Mickey Mouse case. Louis case.
Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
What a Louis Vuitton Mickey Mouse case.
Or a Mickey Mouse case. But it's a black iPhone.
Okay. Well, I think we have your phone. So calling up the girls and telling them that $200 and the bag and all isn't worth dying over probably wasn't a good idea. Don't call me.
I ain't understand what you said.
You called and you threatened the girls thinking that the girls who were driving, because you thought they had your stuff. They don't have your stuff. We do. We found the black book bag.
You said I threatened her.
Yep.
My sister did, not me.
No, they were very specific on who did the threatening.
I ain't say shit to them girls after
All
that
right,
shooting.
well, I don't want to get into an argument with you. My point is, they were very vocal about that.
Anyway, I ain't worried about that. Okay.
But just to let you know, your people can quit calling anybody else. We have it, okay? We have your stuff, I guess. I'm pretty sure that's probably your stuff.
So when I get my stuff, never.
You can get your stuff when you get out of jail. You can go to the property room and pick it up.
Jalen, what I was asking about. We had that phone, and again, I told you your name came up with my investigation. You're saying you had nothing to do with it. Can I have consent for your phone? Can I go into your phone and prove that you had nothing to do with that?
Nothing to do with what?
That shooting.
Man, what? Listen, man.
Hey, like I said, when I first came in here, I told you I was investigating the shooting, right?
You got me. You can see on camera. If you go to that studio, you can see on camera that where I was. I don't know what time that shooting was. I know nothing about that shooting.
Okay. And that's what I'm asking you. You're saying you had nothing to do about that shooting. All I want to do is get the phone and say, look, this is where his phone put. Because you know how phones work. I can say, right now, I got a phone in my pocket. That phone is going to say, like when I pull this stuff off it, it's going to say I'm sitting right here in this room with you. I mean, it's not going to say I'm sitting with you, but it's going to show me sitting right here in this room. Can I take that phone and get your location and show you sitting at that studio in Sin City?
I said I was sitting at the studio. I wanted to go get something to eat.
Right. Well, okay. So but that'll show me. It'll show me whether you went to Checkers or BK or whatever burger place.
So you need my phone. I'm telling the truth. You can't do a lie detector test or nothing.
Lie detector test ain't real.
Courts they don't stand up in court anymore.
I'm not letting nobody go through my phone.
Okay, that's fine. All I can do is ask.
Is that a new phone? Did you replace the phone that was lost when you got shot?
Yeah, he did. The one that he was found.
Coming from you, you think I had something to do with that shooting?
I don't know. What I'm telling you is your name came up, and my job is to not. My job ain't to put people like you in jail. I'm not here to sit and say I'm gonna put him in jail. That's not my
I can
job.
barely even lift my arm up.
Okay. What I'm telling you
I can't
is
even shoot.
my
fingers messed up. I can't even pull the trigger if I wanted to.
What happened to your fingers?
I got shot the first time.
Oh,
Jalen, the shooting happened before you got shot.
no, he's talking about before.
Talking about the first shoot.
Oh, first. Okay, my bad.
So I don't. All I can. Hey,
No,
all I can do,
I'm
man.
getting mad because
No, I don't
you
get
trying
mad.
to ask me about a shoot. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Bro.
I told you from the beginning, Jalen. I told you from the beginning that that's what I'm here to talk to you about.
That's y'all job to go
It is.
investigate that junk, bro.
It is, and that's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know nothing about nothing. Okay, all I can do is say to do with it. All I can do is come and do the investigation. I could talk to him about it. I could follow up on what he's telling me, which I'm going to do. That's all I'm trying to do. I ain't trying to put nobody in jail. I'm trying to find the truth. And if it turns out you ain't got nothing to do with it, great. I hope you don't. Again, I hope you can get out of jail on these charges. I hope you can go back. I hope you can raise your daughter and be safe and never have to deal with any of this Jacksonville bullshit ever again. Because that's what you want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I'm trying to do.
Like I said, I ain't had nothing to do with that shooting, man.
Okay. And I hope that's true. But all I can do is ask because, again, I wasn't there. I come in after the fact. I got to do an investigation. Just like you said, it's my job to figure out what happened. You're absolutely 100%. It's my job to figure out what happened. So that's all I'm trying to do. I ain't trying to put you there. I ain't trying to say you had nothing to do with it. Have I accused you of doing nothing? No. All I did was tell you what I know, which is what people is saying.
Well, coming from me, the honest truth, I don't know them boys like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't had nothing to do with the
Okay.
situation.
It's as important for him to cross you off the list and say, yep, this guy had nothing to do with it. And that way he moves on and can go look at somebody else.
That's all
Don't
it
waste
is.
his time.
Because at the end of the day, if I find out who did shoot and they get put in jail for it, their lawyers are going to turn around and if I don't talk to you and I don't figure out what you was doing, their lawyers are going to turn around and say, people are did it. Why didn't you go talk to him? Why didn't you figure out where he was? Why didn't you do this, this, and this?
I just told you.
No, I'm telling you what a lawyer's going to say to me.
Oh.
So that's what I'm explaining to you why I'm talking to you. Because their lawyers are going to come back and say, why didn't you do this, this, and this? So that's all I'm doing. Like you said, I'm trying to cross you
Whoever
off.
told you that I had something to do with that shit, they fucking lying.
I believe it. People lie on people all the time in Jacks. You know that. You know that's right. People are lying all the time. But I still got to look into it. I still got to make sure that it is a lie.
Besides, honestly, it's not important if we think you did or didn't. The guy that shot you, whoever those folks are, they think you did.
Oh,
We're not the ones shooting at you. They are.
All right. So is it safe to say you ain't going to say nothing about who shot you or about who shot your brother right now?
I just don't want to talk to my parents, man.
Okay.
I know. You going to call them or you want to talk to them in person?
They gonna come up and visit you at some point that you know of?
Yeah.
Because you get visitation, obviously. Do you know when they're coming? No. Okay. I'll call your dad. I think Garriga has your mama's phone number. I don't think I have it. And we'll reach out to them and let them know that you want to talk to them, and see if we can get them up here quicker.
I don't want to get questioned about that no more. Some shit I ain't had nothing to do with.
And that's fine. Here's what's up. You talk to your parents, and then you come back and you talk to us about what happened with you getting shot and your brother getting shot.
I'll do that.
Can I give you my card? So after you talk to him, you call?
Yeah. But I'm telling you, if I tell y'all anything, bro, I need help.
I know. Like I said, I'm not making you any promises, because again, I told you I can't do that. All I am is a police detective, all right? I don't have the power to make promises.
You already talked to the man who can help you.
But I can put you back in contact with people who can help you. Okay? And that's God's honest truth. Me sitting here next to you, I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna blow smoke up your ass. I haven't.
So are both of my phones here?
They're in the property room, I think. I'm guessing that first phone that we found on the scene,
I'm
I
talking
think
about
that's
my other
yours.
phone.
Which other phone?
The one from the other night.
Yeah.
It's in the property room.
The officer ain't put it in my property.
No. I'm sorry. We have two separate. The jail has its own property room, and then the police have our property room.
You sure he put it in there?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I can find out. It's either in the jail's property room or it's on our property room. It's going to be one of the two places. We won't just throw that stuff away.
You ain't got money to be buying phones. Y'all keep taking phones and stuff.
I know that crap is expensive. No. If you had it on you when they picked you up, right?
Yeah.
It's either in the jail's property room or it's in our property room. We've got it somewhere. I promise that.
But what if he didn't do it? What if he kept my phone?
Dude,
Why would he keep your phone?
why would he keep
See,
your
I'm
phone?
acting nasty.
No,
And
well,
do I smoke and jump?
Okay.
dude, he ain't losing a $50,000 a year job over a damn phone. I promise that. Okay, I will find out where it
You
is.
find out that officer name too?
It's on the report. It's on the report. You have
He
access to
wanna
that
play.
report.
He
Hey.
want to be rude and play that song and shit, bro.
Hey, that's
I'm gonna report his ass.
Okay, that's your right.
that's fucked up, and I'm sorry that happened. But all I can do right now is talk to you about it, okay? I wasn't there. I didn't do that. Like I said, I ain't gonna do something like that to you. All I can do is talk about it. All right?
That's stuff you got to talk to your lawyer about.
You got anything else you want to say?
I'm gonna talk to y'all after I talk to my parents.
Okay.
All right. I hope you do. Because again, it ain't right what happened to you. It ain't right what happened to your brother. For real.
I don't know, like, about, like, I guess I got a juvenile thing, a little warrant hold.
Mm-hmm. You do.
I don't know
Like I said, I don't know and that's what I'm telling you. I don't know nothing about your charges. I don't know how long you're gonna be here.
Was that the ankle monitor thing? Is that what you're talking about? You cut it off? Yeah. Well, I mean, you gotta, the judge has to decide what to do about that. I don't know.
Like the adult judge.
No, if it was juvenile,
It'll be the juvenile
it would be
judge.
juvenile judge.
But he may refer you to adult court. I don't know.
I don't
That's up
know.
to the judge.
Now, the charges from the other night would be adult.
Now, how about, what about bond?
Bond will be set. If it's not set already, well, you went to first appearance
You went
already,
first
right?
appearance.
I don't know what your bond is. I can find out.
Your parents would know that too. My
But
guess.
I would guess if I'm because you have other charges for your juvenile stuff, I guess you're probably sitting at no bond because they're not gonna let you out until you go to the juvenile state.
Because you had a violation of probation.
Yeah. So you may get a bond
After
eventually
that's- yeah.
after you get your juvenile stuff taken care of. Again, I don't know. I'll have somebody pull it up and I'll make sure Detective Levitt lets you know before you, because he's gonna walk you back
So
to jail.
I can't get a bond without juvenile hold?
I don't know.
My guess would be because after you violate a probation, because probation is when they obviously let you out, but you got to do certain things, right? But after that's a violation, they generally will not let you out of jail until you see the judge and that is taken care of. Normally, that's what happens. I'm guessing that's the case here.
You ain't gone and seen the juvenile judge, right? They ain't taking you over there.
No, okay.
So until you do that, they're gonna make you sit.
Yep. Yep.
So
'Cause
they
the
won't give
problem-
me no bond until I see him?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna have somebody.
Probably, yes.
You will know before you go back. I'll have somebody look for you, okay? And I'll tell you.
The problem is you had the ankle monitor on, so they knew where you were, and when you cut it off, they don't know where you're at. Well, now they know where you're at. That's why they don't let you out again until that's all taken care of. Okay.
You ain't got to look into it. I
You
just,
sure? I'll look. It won't
Dude,
take.
it won't
more than
take
a
5
minute.
minutes.
I'm gonna call my mama.
Call your mama.
All right. Well,
Hey, after you call your mama, are you willing to talk to me? Okay. Because I'll sit and we'll talk. We'll talk as long as you want to talk for, okay? probably bring in Sergeant Cayenne, bring in Detective Welch, since he's the lead detective on your brother's case. Detective Levitt's the lead detective on your case. Okay?
Two
But
cases.
if you, or two cases.
I know.
But I'll sit here with you and talk if you need to talk. Cool? You got my number now? You need something else, you holler. Alright? Sit tight.
And this some Gatorade or something?
I got you.
What up, bro? Man, they got you already? So they got you down here? What they got you down here for?
Talk.
About what?
Everything.
Seen your cousin today.
Talk.
You talked to him lately or no? No. What happened to you, man? I thought you were supposed to call me. You want to chop it up?
I told him I'm talking. I thought I talked to my mom.
You talked to your mom yet or not? She still got the same number. I tried calling her the other day, and she didn't answer the phone. I called and see how you was doing. You know that day that we came by your mama's house, we came out there to try to help you like get some like some services like to get you a job, or as a pastor to help you like get a job and like move you out of town if you need to move out of town, and he's good people and he take care of people who need who need help. So
I talked to him
you already talked to him? Oh, you did? When'd you talk to him?
this morning.
This morning? Oh, did he came down here and saw you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He a good dude, man. He tell you a little bit of a story. Yeah. So what happened to you? What happened to you since the last time I seen
I just got in a little fight with my girl.
you? Mm-hmm.
I was frustrated and stuff.
Just frustrated with the whole situation, the way things was going.
Yeah.
Who you think we're trying to get back on you? That's what I was telling your cousin, man. I was trying to tell your mom. I tried to talk your mom at the hospital. I was telling her like somebody was trying to get some get back on you. They just didn't know why.
I don't know. He just asked me. The other detective, he just asked me about a shooting.
Mm-hmm.
That shit. Some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I knew they got shot, but like, that ain't had shit to do with that.
Yeah. I don't know about getting shot. I guess a lot of people in the city don't really like 45th side, so that's probably why they had asked you about it. You seen?
He said I had something to do with it. He tried to say I had something to do with that.
Why? Well, what did he tell you the reason why? So what did it make you feel?
He said somebody brought up my name.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't had shit to do with that. I don't even know them boys like that, man. Yeah.
Well, but you cool with Shordy and Crack and all them, weren't you?
Yeah.
You just dropped the music video, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you do the music video at?
Studio.
At the studio, okay. Did he help you do a whole track, or did he help you do the whole album?
Who?
Shorty and them.
Track.
So just the track. Did you do the whole album, or are you still working on it?
Still working on it.
Yeah, okay. So where were you that day that they're trying to say that I shot at?
Studio.
You was at the studio?
I left when they got something to eat. Then I came back.
Where'd y'all go eat?
I don't remember. I said Checkers or Burger King.
Man, they had a whole shit ton of Chick-fil-A at that damn studio that day, that night.
Or Chick-fil-A, one of those. I don't remember though.
Which Chick-fil-A did y'all go to?
If I did go to Chick-fil-A, probably Regency.
Okay. Who's all at the studio with you then? The day that you, I guess at the time that you were there.
And when I got down, first time I pulled up, we were just chilling. And
What time did you get there?
I don't remember.
Oh, it was like daytime, like
It was
12 o'clock,
daytime.
like after lunch, kind of like after the lunchtime rush, or?
Yeah, I guess. Then chilling, got hungry. I left. Got something to eat. Came back.
Who'd you leave? Were you up by yourself?
I'm home.
Okay.
Came back.
Y'all buy? You go back and you buy everybody Chick-fil-A, or you just bought yourself Chick-fil-A?
I don't know what I bought. I don't know what food place I went to. Just guessing. But I went to get food. I know that. Came back. There was just commotion going on.
What commotion?
Like it was just a lot going on.
What? Who was there when you came back?
Some other people. I couldn't really see. Like I wasn't really paying attention. Trying to tell me to leave, and I wasn't trying to leave. And he got mad. He was trying to fight me, and I just pulled off and I left.
They trying to fight you over what?
I don't know.
If y'all cool like that, well, you shouldn't be having trying to fight you like that. Your homeboy shouldn't be trying to fight you like that. That make no sense.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Well, what kind of car did you leave in?
My mama's car.
Like the SUV?
No, it's an old.
What time did you either leaving? Like in the evening or at night?
It was still daytime.
Still daytime? When did you go after you left the studio? And was Cracker there too or no?
No.
He wasn't there? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you left because you over some foolishness. So did you, and who else left with you?
Me.
Your buddy or your brother?
Homeboy.
Oh, your homeboy, okay. Where'd y'all go after that?
I think I dropped them off
Where you dropped them off at?
on Mirror Road somewhere.
Is that where you stayed?
Yeah, then I waited probably a couple hours, probably went to my girl house.
What do you mean, like a couple hours? Like you waited till like nighttime to go to your girl house if you dropped them off, or what'd you do?
Nah, I dropped them off. I waited a couple hours till my mom got off work so I could bring her the car. I brought her the car. She dropped me back off home at my girl house.
But she only got one car, or she got two cars?
One.
So just that little Nissan car? So you had to drive. So basically you left the studio, was trying you with some foolishness, and you said you dropped your boy off at
His house.
at his house on Merrill Road. Okay. Is it a house or like an apartment? House, okay. And then after that, you said you went straight to your mama's house?
After that, I think I went to my girl house.
Oh, you went to your girl house, okay. Where'd she stay at? Okay, I got you. Okay. So you dropped her off. Oh, excuse me, you went to her house and chilled with her for a little bit, and then what time did you go to your mom's house?
I went to my mama's job probably around like 7:38.
So you took your mom's job. Where she work at? Oh, she worked at the corporate office.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Cause they got like a bunch of little stations around the city. They got like one on Commonwealth and I think somewhere else they got a couple of them. So I was wondering, she did tell me that she worked for like the corporate office or something like that. I didn't realize. So you met after she had got off, and then where'd y'all go from? Where'd you go from there?
Took me to my girl house, I think.
Okay. Did you stay there all night, or what did you do?
Stayed there.
Stayed there all night. And this the same girlfriend that you got, that the police had made contact with you a couple days ago? Is it the same house or the same apartment complex?
Yeah.
Okay. So if that's all you did, then why do you feel like they asked you about the shooting just because you were hanging out with people?
Yeah, I guess.
Who you know that drives that what is it, like a dark colored Range Rover? Who usually drives that?
I ain't never seen a Range Rover before.
You never seen it? Little small little SUV.
Yeah, I ain't never seen one.
You ain't never seen no SUVs over there that they riding in or have over there?
Yeah, it'd be cars, but I ain't never seen a Range Rover.
You never seen a Range Rover?
No.
You know, what's his name?
I think, yeah.
Tall, dark skinned dude?
Yeah, I think, no, not tall, short.
You know what his Instagram name is?
No, I ain't never followed him on Instagram.
You think his name is like Jacoby Sykes?
I just know he go by Kobe.
He just go by Kobe. I'm trying to see if I can see him on Instagram. You say you don't know his Instagram?
I ain't never know he had an Instagram.
Yeah, okay. You said you ain't never seen a Range Rover. You ain't never seen nobody with a Range Rover at the studio?
If I can't remember, can't be so many cars though.
It's like a little. It literally looks like a little small little SUV, like dark little like that. I think it's like black or something like that. It's like real dark colored SUV.
There be so many cars in the parking lot. I don't really remember.
Yeah. Like that studio, I guess, is the hangout spot for everybody. Like that white boy Cameron, the one that be shooting the videos. Does he hang out over there too?
Yeah, sometimes.
Is he the one that did your video too? Yeah, he does a good job. How much you got to pay him to do the video?
$200.
Just $200 for the video, and that's it. That's to film it, put it together, and give it back to you. Ain't bad. Who puts it on YouTube for you?
I think he do.
He does it. You with that? Who has PCT Entertainment?
That's a music group.
That's what I'm saying. Who's the one that manages that group? I guess for y'all to be putting y'all videos up on there.
I think Cam.
Oh, Cam's the one that has PCT Entertainment. Cause I know like Dolo's videos be on there, Shorty's, and then like a couple people from like St. Augustine. You ever been down to St. Augustine down there to shoot videos with the rappers they have down there? No. The last couple of videos they shot down in St. Augustine. Why they go down to St. Augustine so much? This is a new spot to film music videos?
I ain't never been with him.
Oh, okay.
You mind if I call my dad?
Yeah, we can call your dad. Let me make sure that they're good with it, and I'll bring the phone back in here. Yeah, I can call your daddy. So give me about 2 seconds, Madison. All right, I'll be right back. You want to call your mom and your daddy, or just your mama?
I call both.
Call both? All right. They did good with you calling your mom and your pops. Let me ask you a question real quick before I forget. What were you doing at the morning, or like, were you at the studio all morning, like from the morning time to the afternoons until you went and took home?
I left my house, home, my mama's house.
You left your mama's house that morning?
Yeah.
So you didn't hang out with Cracker none that day?
Yeah, I think I did, but
Oh, okay. When did you hung out with him, like before you went to the studio?
at the studio.
At the studio?
Yeah.
Did you go anywhere did he pick you up from your mama's house to go to the studio originally before you got your mama car?
No. He was already at the studio.
That morning? Or like kind of like the mid-afternoon?
No, he was with me,
Okay.
and we got to the studio like that.
Oh, so he was already with you
Yeah.
prior to y'all going to the studio? And you got to the studio, and then that's when.
I think he was down the street from the studio, some shit like that.
Okay.
I don't remember, bro. I don't want to say nothing wrong, bro.
No. I don't. You know something. I don't want you to say something that that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to do that. That's why I just want to double check because sometimes my brain don't process things right, and I just want to make sure that you understand the shit correct. Who you want to call first?
What the hell?
What's his number?
No. When I can go back up.
So when you talk to listen. So when you talk to your parents, and this is something that I was trying to tell you at the hospital, bro, you need to come off of who killed your brother.
Huh?
You need to talk about who killed your brother, bro. Because that, you know what I'm saying? Like I know you know what's happening with it when it comes to that. You feel what I'm saying? And who tried to get you. Because people in here asking these questions, bro, because they want to help you out, make sure you stay alive, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, you want to live, you feel me? And, like, I know your cousin and everything like that, bro. Even your cousin was like, bro, I'm trying to tell this man he need to do right and live and, all this other stuff, but you just ain't listening. You feel me? And being hard-headed, bro, that ain't going to get you everywhere in life, you feel me? At some time and point, bro, you got to let people help you, dog.
I'm not finna be going to court or nothing like that.
But here's the thing, bro. Nobody said anything about court, bro. It's strictly you leading people in the right direction. You know how many people lead people in the right direction and never go to court? A bunch of people, bro.
They ain't be all in the paperwork and stuff.
That ain't true. That is not true. Bro, let me ask you a question. How you think we know as much as we know, but yet names don't ever get dropped. Names don't ever get dropped in paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you know how many times we done talk to people and got information and names never get dropped in paperwork? And things get solved and stuff, and nobody ever get mentioned or nothing like that. And people be wondering why the hell things happen the way it happened, but never have an idea what happened the way it happened. Bro, we slick too, just as we just as slick as the streets are slick. You feel me? So don't automatically assume that, you tell us information about what happened to your brother's murder and what happened with your shooting, automatically mean, he getting put in paperwork. Nobody ever said that. Nobody said nothing about no paperwork. This is strictly and me talking about, hey, these are the facts of what happened, what's up with 9, this is what happened to me, and it is what it is. Y'all take it from there and y'all do what y'all want to do with it. And okay, cool. I got that information, I'll see what I can do with it. And that's that. But that don't mean your name go in no paperwork. That stay with me. And I just figure out a way. Now guess what? If what you tell me I can't solve it, then shit, it can't get solved. But if you tell me what you tell me, and I can start looking different avenues and turning different rugs and shit and find other ways to get my information I need to get, and I solve it, guess what? I solve it, but it ain't got no help to you, and you ain't in the paperwork. I solved that shit on my own. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you need to rethink that, bro. Some of it trying to help you out, help your brother out.
If I tell you, bro, you think you'd be helping me get me out of jail?
That's an attorney. That's a state attorney. So that's a process as well. So when you get help like that, right, and you divulge information and you tell information about what's going on, then we have to get the state attorneys involved, right, because they work with us, and that's when they start putting the balls in motion to be able to do certain things like that. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, call your daddy first.
What's up, Dad? Yes, what's up, Dad? I'm down here in the investigation room. Just asking questions about a lot of stuff.
Like what?
A murder.
A murder?
About your brother murder, tell the truth now.
No, about another murder, and about me getting shot.
And what other murder?
They told me somebody got shot. I guess when whatever.
Alright, So what's going on?
I just had just go when I was just gonna call you when I got up, but I've been down here.
Okay, I'm saying what's going on? What they saying?
They asking me, they want to know, feel me, who shot him and stuff like that.
Do you know?
I don't know who shot him.
So what's this other shit? What they want to know about this other shit?
The detective already asked me about the situation. And
What about that?
they asked me, they said my name got brought up with it, in it. And I was like, I don't know how, you feel me? And I told them where I was, I ain't had nothing to do with that junk. I already told them, you feel me? Then
Right.
they trying to ask me about who shot me and stuff.
Alright.
You ain't never get in touch with mom.
Nah, I've been leaving her messages. I text her and stuff. They probably should call me back. Yeah. You know she had work, so she'll probably call her first.
And I think my phone's down here, Daddy.
I'm pretty sure it is. I've been calling around trying to find it.
They said it's down in here in the other property.
I don't know where your phone at, bro. I have no idea.
What do you say?
He said he don't know where my phone at, but the other detective said it's next door in the not in the jail property, but the police property.
And why is that?
My first time, cause when I got shot, and the second time, I guess the police just ain't put my phone in the property.
Okay, so what's going on? I'm still like
Shit.
not understanding like what's
All
going
right,
on.
they just
Want me to tell you that? I can tell you that. Hey, what's up? How you doing, man?
Alright.
So basically, all it is just basically talking to basically about 9. Because at the end of the day, like, you know, we can play it for how we want to play it for, but, you know what the street's saying and what and who, you know, could have possibly killed, because that right there wasn't no accident. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
you know, and we cool, you know what I'm saying? I know his cousin and everything like that. So I already done talked to him and told him what time it was when it came to that. You know, I don't play no games, and I keep everything 100. You know, and, you know, his thing was he didn't want his name in no paperwork or nothing like that, which I get, and I told him that ain't the case. And then I had to explain to him, you know, basically not everybody's name get put in paperwork just because they tell us some information. Because at the end of the day, people tell us stuff all the time, but not everything gets written down because not everything be factual. And some things, you know, we just don't.
See, the thing is, I ain't trying to come out as rude to you, nothing. I'm getting that clear with you before I even start speaking with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I don't, you may not know about me also, like I've been to jail, been to prison. You know, I have family members that have been to jail, been to prison. So I'm pretty familiar with the system.
Mm-hmm.
And I know how this works. I know you know, it's your job, it's your profession. You have a job to do.
Mm-hmm.
I know those are things that you have to tell him, to get him to tell you whatever you think he knows.
That's not true.
Right?
That's not true because
It's absolutely true.
that's not 100%
Anything
not true.
that he tells you or put on any piece of paperwork he will be subpoenaed for court.
No, that's not
if
true.
a case is brought up against someone.
And that's not
how
true.
that works.
And that's not true either, because at the end of the day, you also have to understand that there could be things that could be told that does not be used directly in the evidence to be solved or to solve that murder. You see what I'm saying?
Listen, I want to know the same thing you want. The end of the day, believe me, I have drilled my to the ground to find out who has done this to my son if he knows. He doesn't know.
But you gotta understand too, as a parent, right? You're a parent, and not every time your child's gonna tell you everything, because a lot of times, you know, you ain't gonna always know what your children do outside of where you live in. So that ain't the case.
I'm pretty sure he would let me know who killed his brother.
And that's not always the case.
We're not talking about who spilled the milk or some shit like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
That ain't always the case. Trust me. I've interviewed plenty of people, man. That ain't always the case, because sometimes there's just certain things they don't want their parents to know.
And you know what? You be the case. I don't know, but I can only go by what my son tells.
Absolutely.
So what I'm asking you is exactly what do you want him to tell you?
Basically everything he knows. But at the end of the day, like I told him, I'm not putting nothing on no paperwork or nothing like that unless it's directly told to him, what you say here, will it be this way or that way? But if I'm telling him that it's not going to be like that, then it's not going to be like that. You can't just sit here and do something to him like that. And, you know, we ain't out here playing trickery games.
Does it matter who tells you what you want to know?
Does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter if it comes from a guy down the street. I just want to, you know, I'm just asking. I'm not trying to be a smart ass or anything like that.
Well, that's why we ask everybody, whoever has information, to come forward and tell it. It ain't just specifically him.
No, I was
You know
just
what I'm saying?
Because, you know, I was wondering, you know, like if someone told you the same thing that you wanted, then what does that leave?
No, I mean, if someone else told me this, that just basically corroborate what I said and say, okay, cool. So we know that this person.
Guys, I'm just trying to get familiar with it because we haven't been updated this case in a year.
Well, the detective just told me to tell you don't call him back because I ain't let him know nothing, bro.
Wow. Okay.
That's what I'm just trying to go upstairs, bro.
That'll be put in the. Calm down. Okay. Calm down. That will be put in my report also to Attorney LaBelle. Okay.
All right, man.
So back to what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, I don't know how much you guys look on the internet. It's no secret to who killed my son. It's all over the internet. You have probably 2 or 3 of them in custody now. Probably the only 3 that were in that vehicle that day.
Who do you think that is?
It doesn't take rocket science. It doesn't take rocket science. You guys see the same thing I see on the internet. You guys see the same names that I see that's going around saying who killed my son. So I don't know why you guys can't take that and run with it. I mean, you had the guy whose car it was in custody. And all he had to tell you guys is he didn't know who had his vehicle.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm not the homicide detective. I'm a different type of detective. So.
Right.
That's why I don't get what they want from me.
But we're speaking on that particular homicide detective's case, right?
See, I ain't even know that y'all had the person vehicle,
We're talking
bro.
about his case, right?
Right. Listen,
But now I'm asking a simple question. You don't deal with it. You see now you see the dilemma.
I get it.
See, I know
Well,
what you
again,
just told me.
you as a parent, you have to talk to the homicide detective, not me. I just literally just sitting here let you call.
Okay, so what do you want to know? What?
Listen, I'm not gonna get into an argument with you.
I'm not arguing with you, man. I'm asking you what you need to know.
I've literally said he wanted to call you, and I'm letting you call him. That's it.
Now the conversation's over. Why is it like this?
Dad.
I'm not sure.
See, listen, I ain't know that they had, you feel me, the person in custody, like, what car it was and shit like that. So, they ain't asking me nothing no more. I'm gonna make sure that, you feel me, I ain't got nothing to tell them no more. You feel me? So, like, you know what I'm saying? What about...
They had that boy Willie in custody, whose car it was.
See, that's why I don't know why they...
So they asked, he didn't know who had his car that day. And they let him go. They got Queso ass down there right now. He basically admitted to it. They ain't charged him with shit yet.
What I finna say, can you...
I ain't studying that shit.
Dad.
Don't worry about this other shit they asking you about.
Alright, listen, Daddy, you know what we was talking about on the phone earlier, bro, with Mom, like, so do I got a hold or not?
Yes, you have a juvenile detention hold. I mean, the hold for the juvenile case.
So I can't bond up.
Well, that's what the bondsman told me you could.
Then I gotta go to court in juvenile?
Yeah, you still gonna have to go to court for that.
Can you go out there to Mom's job?
Go to your mom's job tonight?
Right now.
Yeah, I can't move right this second, but I'll go. What do you need me to tell you?
About, like, I guess the money situation, dog.
Oh, I told you don't worry about that. We're gonna take care of that. We got that. Don't worry about that. So you don't be stressing about. You got enough on your plate right now, as it is. For you to be worried about what's going on out here. We got you, son. You know that. I just need you to relax. Just relax. Try to stay calm as you can. That's all. I don't know what else to say. I know this. It's mighty funny he don't want to talk to me about face. Whatever it is, son, whatever. The only thing I can say to you about it is if you know anything, tell me. If you ain't gonna be, matter of fact.
Bro, I just want to get out and talk to y'all first, bro. I just want to talk to you and mom in person, bro.
I know. Is he still in the room with you?
Yeah.
Let me ask him something.
Go ahead, sir.
Can I come down and have a talk with my son about this?
If you want, sure, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, how long can you have him down there?
As long as it needs to be.
Okay, well, I'm going to get up now.
Okay.
Who do I ask for when I get it?
Just ask for Detective Levitt or Detective Mitling.
All right.
Those are the two detectives that were in here talking to him originally.
Okay.
All right. All right, bye.
Come on now.
Yeah, which one is it?
What time it is?
2:42.
Call one more time. You can leave a message, like text message.
Which one, leave her?
Can you give me a call? Can you give him a call back?
All right. Bro, let me tell you like this, man.
Can you call my dad back?
He's on the way down here.
No, I'm saying, just tell him it's straight. It's all right.
Well, if he wants to come down here, bro, let him come down here, bro. Like, he's your dad, bro. If you trying to look out for you, let him look out for you.
I just want to go back up, bro.
But if your dad's coming down here, let him come down here, bro.
Listen to me. I'm not finna talk to him. What I need to do is go back up to in the jail, bro. That's all I need right now, bro, till I talk to my mama.
Okay, I get it. Let me tell you, I'm gonna leave you with this right here, bro. Because I'm in your corner, but I'm gonna leave you with this because already talking to your cousin, I know I'm dealing with a hard head, and you don't want to listen to nobody. But bro, I'm trying to tell you right now, don't put yourself in a predicament, or don't be in a position where it's too late when things get hit over your head.
I got a baby on the way, bro. I'm done with all this shit, bro.
Okay, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't let it be too late where it hits past that point where you can't come back from it no more. And then when all this help and me sitting here trying to get you to help and do whatever I can to get you up out of here, whatever the case may be, or try to help your situation in any way, shape, or form that I can help it, bro. Don't get past that point, especially with me. Don't get past that point where you can't come back, and then now I'm just be like, you on your own, and then you sitting here, and then now you ain't never getting out or something like that, or you ain't never see your child because you locked up, bro. Don't get to that point.
If you think I'm gonna go out there and commit a crime, bro, you a fool, bro. I got a whole child on the way, bro. I'm done with all this shit, bro.
But look how many people out here got whole babies out here and still
That's
doing.
them. That's not me. I'm a whole different man.
And I feel them, but at the end of the day, bro, and I feel what you're saying, bro, you won't even talk to like say, hey, at least a little bit of this, and this is what this is.
I need to talk to my mom, dog.
Okay, well, how about this? Whenever your mom decide to call back, I'll let you talk to her if you're still down here, whatever the case is.
So I can't go back up.
I'm gonna go out there and talk to them, tell him, hey, you know what? Call his daddy back and tell him don't worry about it. And he wants to go back up. Yeah, let it be. It is what it is. But I'm just telling you to leave you from this room to let you know when I walk out that door. Like I said, don't let it get too far past that point. Where ain't no point. That point of no return where you can't get no help no more. And then you have shit's creek without paddle. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Use the bathroom.
Yeah, I'll take you in there. Yeah, sit down, big dog.
Cold.
Pick a leg, whichever one you lift up first.
Sure, so these won't walk with me.
Lift that one up.
The other legs.
Use the bathroom.
Yeah, come on, take you in there. Go to the left.